Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. Today we got a little bit different kind of video for you. It is reselling related. What we're talking is about morality in reselling. Now there's a lot of different scenarios you could come up with, but today we're talking about specifically inside thrift stores. I see a lot of shenanigans going on when I'm walking through there. I'm in stores every day, so I see a lot of questionable things. Some of these things maybe I've even done, but let's talk about it. Okay, so what am I talking about? Morality, reselling, all this stuff. I'm going to give you some scenarios, and I'm going to want you to think whether, first off, if you've done this before, or if you think it's right or wrong, all right? So right out of the gate, we're going to talk about the first one, and this one I see a lot, and this one's going to be pretty obvious that it's not the right thing to do, but it's price tag switching. I see this happen all the time in thrift stores, whether it's a Goodwill, local mom and pops. No matter the type of price tag, people will find ways to switch tags. I see this especially in shoes. That sticker comes off very easily. People will take an expensive pair of shoes, find a tag from another shoes, especially on Dollar Day. This happens a lot on Dollar Day. They'll find that tag color that's $1, put it on one of the good pairs of shoes, and then they'll get it for $1. So first off, we know this is wrong. This is not the right thing to do. But what a lot of stores have been doing here locally is they've been only putting one shoe on the shelf with a price tag on it. And you have to get the second shoe, which also has a price tag on it, so they know the correct color. You can't switch that one sticker off and get it for a lesser or on Dollar Day pricing. So price changing, sticker changing, that is immoral. But along those same lines, there's a lot of times that you pick up an item and it does not have a price tag on it. So now we got a couple of different situations. What do? You actually have a few different choices here. Now, the first one, if it doesn't have a price tag, technically you're supposed to take that item to the front, to the cashier or an employee, and ask them to get a price. Now, I know in some stores they'll price it and put it out the next day. They won't do it the same day. But a lot of times this takes a long time. At least out here, there's not a lot of staff in these stores. So if you take an item to the front, it's not priced. They're going to have to walk that all the way to the back room, get a price. You don't know what it's going to be. It could be very expensive, and then they're going to bring it back to the front, and you're going to hold up the line for 5-10 minutes or more. So that is what you're technically supposed to do. But I think most people do one of these next two things. And the first one is you go looking for a price tag that is a very cheap price tag. So let's say you have an item. Let's say you find this tape gun at a Goodwill. There's no price tag on it. You go get a price tag for 99 cents and slap it on here. That's probably a little low for what it should be selling for. So I think that is the wrong thing to do. If you want to go find another price tag, which I'm not going to lie, I've done this before. There hasn't been a price tag, so I've looked for a price tag of what I think that item should sell for. I go find a price tag that's $2.49, put it on there, and take it to the front. I've done this a couple different times in a couple different stores. Is it technically what you're supposed to do? No. But I think this is at least the moral way of doing it. Find a comparable price that should be and pay that price. But now, we'll kind of flip it even a little bit more. Let's say there is a price tag on this for $7, and I think that's way too high, but I want this item. I really want this item. So I'm not doing this, but this is the scenario. I take that $7 price tag off, and then I do one of those other situations. I go find a price tag that I think is right, that $2.49 price, and I go and pay it. Some people think that that's perfectly fine because you're paying a fair price. That $7 is probably too high, but technically this is stealing. If you're supposed to be paying $7 for an item and you switch tags, that is not right. That is an immoral move in my book. So on these first few scenarios, we're going to come up with a few more. Let me know down in the comments what you think about these, especially with these price tag switching or price tag finding if an item doesn't have a price tag. All right, scenario 2. This one isn't quite terrible, and I do find this one happening a lot. I've seen a couple other videos where people have found items that people have hid inside the thrift store. Now, why would you hide them in a thrift store? Well, there's a couple different reasons why. One, maybe on Thursdays they have discount days every week, like Savers out here in Arizona. I believe it's Thursday is like Club Members Day, so everything is 25% off. So if you go on Wednesday night and you want to buy the item, but you don't want to pay full price, you'll go somewhere and hide that item in the store. No matter what it is, whether a piece of clothing, board game, whatever, you go and find a hiding spot. I think this happens a lot in Goodwills. they have, at least out here in Arizona, they have these little bins on top of all like the clothes and the towels and blankets. And it's an easy spot to hide items. And there's a lot of random items stuffed under there all the time, whether it be games, movies, toys, all kinds of stuff. So is it okay to hide an item within the store to come back on a discounted day? It could be senior day you're coming back for. Whatever it is, you're trying to come back and get that item at a discount. Technically, you're not stealing. You've done nothing wrong as far as taking an item. You've just put it somewhere to come back on a different day and buy it at a discounted price. So is it okay to do this? I've actually never done this, but if you've done this or know somebody that has, again, let me know down in the comments. Okay, along with that subject, this is kind of similar in a way. You're trying to get a discount that you don't really deserve. So on Tuesdays out here in Arizona at Goodwill, it is senior discount day. I am not a senior, but the young kids that are working at the cash register look at me as an old man and ask me if I need a senior discount. Now, I'm not far away from the senior discount. I get it. I understand why they're asking. And I always say, no, not quite there yet. A lot of times, they will still give me the senior discount, or they'll just automatically put it in there, assuming that I'm over 55. Do I look 55? I don't think I do. Not, at least not yet. But anyway, if they ask you for a senior discount and you say yes, and you don't deserve that discount, or if they ask if you're a student or military or anything like that, is that immoral? Is that wrong to say, yes, please give me that discount? Yeah, it probably is. Now, in my book, if they just go in there and give me the discount and I'm not quite there yet, I will still say thank you, but it's not something that I'm going out there looking for. It happens quite frequently out here. I bet a third of the time on Tuesdays if I'm out shopping, I get the senior discount. All right, since we're talking about cashiers giving discounts, this next one is very similar. A couple different scenarios could happen with the cashier. Now, first up, let's say you're going up to the cashier. You got a bunch of items. They go scan, beep, 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 scan it all, throw it in a bag, tell you your totals, and you pay it. You knew that they missed an item. You had 7 items. You could see that only 6 got rang up, and you go ahead and pay for that, and you take it out. Is that wrong? You didn't scan it improperly, but you also didn't tell them that they missed an item. So to me, again, this is wrong. You saw it happen. You should tell them that, yes, you missed that item. I had 7 items. They can check. They can scan it correctly. Now, on the flip side, sometimes you get out to the car, you realize that you weren't thinking in your head when they were scanning things and you weren't paying attention, and you see on your receipt that they didn't see something. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to go back into the store and tell them that they missed something. If I'm standing right there, yes, I will tell them. But if I've already gotten to the car, put my stuff out there, especially when it's hot out here in Arizona, I want to get in that car and get that AC running. That item is a free item now. I'm not going to go back in there. But if I'm standing there in line, yes, I will tell them. So let me know. Would you correct the cashier? Kind of in that same scenario, you're at the cashier, you're paying with cash. Now, the majority of the time, I'm just using a credit card. We get credit card reward points. So if I'm out there spending a bunch of money every month, I'm going to want to get all the rewards that I can. I don't use cash too often. But if you do, you give money to the cashier, they give you change back, and you get the wrong change. I know every time, if they don't give you enough, 100% of the people will tell them that they did not get the right change. But if they get $1 too much, are you going to tell them? Now again, I would. Sometimes you just grab your money, you fold it up, you put it in your wallet, you put it in your purse, whatever, and you walk out, and you don't really even know. You just have assumed you got the wrong or the right change. First off, you should never do that. No matter what store you're in, you should count your change, make sure you got the right amount of money back. But if you did count it and you found out that you got an extra $1, yes, you should give it back. Don't walk out. Give that $1 back. But again, I know that there's people that would take the extra $1. All right, this last one, well, I think I might have a bonus one at the end too, but this is getting to the last one. If you're in a store and there's a box, no matter what it is, and it's taped shut. Now, it's not brand new and factory sealed. I'm just saying taped shut by the store. Is it okay to open it? I think so, yes. Because first off, you want to check that what you're buying is complete inside, especially board games. They do this with board games, and it's kind of a pet peeve of mine. I think they should know that everybody is going to check that board game to make sure that has the pieces first. You're not going to buy a game, take it home, and hope that the right pieces are in there. So yes, I will open up board games every time and at least make sure that the right pieces are in there. There are certain other things too that are on the shelves that they'll tape shut, whether it be electronics, whatever it is, you're going to want to make sure that's what what is inside that box is what it's supposed to be. Now, if it's a factory sealed box, brand new in the package, no, you should not open it in the store, ever. Especially at my antique booth. That person that opened up that brand new stuff in my antique booth and ruined it, I don't like you. But inside a Goodwill, yes. If it's a brand new item, do not open it. If it's a used item and you're just checking it to make sure that the contents are correct, I think it's perfectly fine. All right, this last one that I have here for you. First off, thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting thumbs up if you like this video. It's a little bit different from my normal reselling talk, but I thought this was an interesting situation or situations because I see a lot of this go on in stores almost on a daily basis. So thanks everybody for being here and being part of this video. And I hope that you leave some comments down below and help participate in this conversation. But the last one is actually not related to thrift stores. I see this a lot at the local box lot auction. So if you haven't been to one, it's basically just a table, has a bunch of boxes on the table with different things in there. Sometimes you might like something that's in this box, but you really like this box, but this box that one thing is in, you don't want. So someone will do this. They'll take that one item out and add it to the box that they want without telling anybody. They're just trying to sneakily or in the wrong way put it in a different box because they don't want to have to buy this second box. This is wrong. At least in my book, I think this is completely wrong. Yes, you're technically paying for all the items that you're getting, but there might have been somebody that looked at this box that actually does want it and is factoring into the price that they're going to pay that item that you kind of switched boxes out of. So if you're at a box lot auction or any type of auction, switching things around between boxes, between tables, that is wrong. You're not supposed to do it. If they catch you, yes, they will yell at you. You should never switch things around in these boxes. Now, one thing that's kind of a gray area is, let's say there is a box of comic books, and on top of that box of comics is a really good one that everybody's going to see if it's on the top. You know what most people are going to do that's interested in those comics? They'll take that comic and put it at the bottom and put a bad comic on the top, trying to dissuade people from buying that box. So that's kind of a little gray area, but I know that one happens a lot too. All right, that's it for today. I actually got to get to work, get some orders shipped out here today. It is Monday morning. So thanks everybody for watching. If you like this video, like some stuff besides all the what sold videos and the normal stuff that I do, please let me know that too. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.